Live, not from New York. It's the Get Clear Show. And now, here's Laura.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so glad y'all are here today. Wow, what a fantastic show we have for you going on today. We have some great musicians on. We're going to talk about some fantastic things, wonderful things. And one of my favorite people is actually going to be here today. How many of you have seen these crazy videos that are going on YouTube right now from a guy by the name of Bob Kellar? He has this little YouTube show called the Bob Kellar Hour. How many of you have seen him? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Well, guess what? We asked him if he'd be on our show today, and you are all in for a treat. He agreed, and he's here today, and we get to ask him all about the Bob Kellar Hour. So let's hear it for a warm welcome for Mr. Bob Kellar. Hey, Bob, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Oh, wow. Bob Kellar of the Bob Kellar Hour. This is exciting, people. So, Bob, we've got to know, how in the world did you ever get started doing the Bob Kellar Show?
Well, it's kind of a funny thing. I had worked at the same job for 30 years. I was getting close to retirement age and ready to retire, and I was approached by a friend who asked if I would be willing to help do some video work and learn to do editing, and I thought, why not? I'm going to retire. I'm going to be making money for not working. I just well do something enjoyable and learn how to do something, keep my mind occupied and keep my mind busy. So just for a joke, one day we shot a show just called the Bob Kellar Hour. And it was just supposed to be a joke, and we went ahead and put it on YouTube. And some people actually looked at it, and I had people tell me, when are you going to make another one? When are you going to make another one? So anyone who knows me, all my 30 years of working on the same job knows that I always have a strong opinion. And I'm one of those people who think I have an opinion and you're entitled to it.
30 years on the same job.
Yeah.
What were you doing before you became a YouTube sensation?
I was a traffic technician. I took care of signs.
What's a traffic technician?
I put signs up. I made signs. I painted stripes and lines on the streets and set up work zones and anything to do with traffic. I took care of it.
So you're a boring guy.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're not.
No.
So somebody approached you, said that they wanted you to help with this video stuff, and tell me about that. Tell me about that company.
Well, the company was Get Clear Productions, and they wanted to do it, but they knew they couldn't do it by themselves. They needed someone to help them shoot the video and do the editing, and I had never done anything like that in my life. But I got one heck of a sales pitch, and when it was all over and I was asked, do you want to do it? I said, yeah. You know, because I was looking at getting a part-time job, not because I needed the money, I just wanted to keep myself occupied, because too many times people retire and the next thing you know, they do nothing. Next thing you know, you're reading their obituary, and I didn't want to be one of those people.
You know, I got to say, Bob, I've seen some of these Bob Kellar Hour videos, and I'm afraid we're going to see you in the obituaries real soon. You know, let's pull up. Can I pull up a clip from one of your more recent episodes? So look here.
A rock. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't get it. You're still alive. You're still standing here with us. No, I think that's great. You've done some wonderful stuff, and I understand too. I heard from one of our producers backstage that this company that you're involved with is also doing a little campaign of some kind. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's called the Campaign, and my partner, the person I work with, is her baby. She came up with it, and we talked it over, and I was all for it. What it is, we're starting a campaign for people to donate money, not to us. It's not for us. We want to help other people, and not just people here in the United States, but people, missionaries who are going overseas to do mission work. We want to help them do that. And there are people here in the United States who can use our help. You know, someone with a disease whose insurance will not cover the whole thing, and they need a little extra money. We can send them a little extra money.
And I guess right along with that, you've had some little send money videos that
were... It's kind of like the Bob Kellar Hour. They're well, I guess the only way to say it is they're kind of stupid.
They're kind of stupid. I think we have one here that I don't know which one we're going to show, but can we go ahead and pull up one of these send money videos that Bob's in?
Send money.
Oh, okay, so his campaign really is to encourage people to send money then. And
Right.
You're just involved in all kinds of things. I heard a story, though, that after you did one of your Bob Kellar hours, you had gotten hit by the rock, and some people felt a little sorry for you. You went out in public, and they were a little concerned about you. Is that right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to know if I was okay, and I told them I bounced back pretty quickly.
Bounce back. What's it like to suddenly go from, just being a city worker where really nobody knew you to all of a sudden, I mean, you go places and people recognize you from these videos? What's that like?
It was a hard adjustment for me because most of my life I've been a person who doesn't like to be the center of attention. And on my job for those 30 years, for the most part, I worked alone. I was alone for 8 hours a day. I live alone. I was alone when I went home. So being the center of attention was something new to me.
Wow.
And for me, I hated seeing myself on camera. I didn't mind being in front of the camera. I didn't like to watch it when I was finished, but I've actually gotten used to that.
Well, you are a funny guy. And I know I speak for myself and most of the people out here, but rants, that's what you do. You get on camera and you rant about something. You've ranted about coffee and geologists, and I think you even did a rant about Bigfoot at one time. So I'm dying to know. I've got to know, because I sit around waiting for these Bob Kellar hours to come out. But tell me, what's your next rant going to be about?
Well, I've got several different ideas, but I think the one I've settled in on is why women can't recognize compliments.
Oh?
Well, to give you some examples, you might tell a woman, you photograph nicely from far away.
You photograph nicely from far away?
Far away. And another one, I like that blouse on you. It makes you look thin. I don't like women, generally I don't like women who wear a lot of makeup, but for you it's an improvement.
So this is going to be your rant?
Yeah, that's what I do. I rant about things that are maybe controversial, but that's what I do. I rant. Not everybody likes my rants.
So let me ask you, because you said you were opinionated. So are you saying women can't take a compliment?
I'm saying they need to learn to recognize compliments when they get them. For instance, with you, I might say, I can see you have real good taste in clothes. Take that outfit you're wearing now, for instance. That's real nice. It might look nice on someone else.
Can we go to a quick commercial break, please?